Get ready to dive into some seriously creepy stories that straight up mess with logic and reality, from ghostly encounters to bizarre footage caught on camera by the guys in uniform. These clips will make you question everything you thought was real. If you're watching this alone, you might want to keep a light on just in case. Trust me, it's about to get wild. These are the most disturbing videos ever recorded by police officers and night guards doing their job and running into things no one should have to face. What's up? Before we jump in, go ahead and smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's roll the intro. You're not gonna want to miss this one. Night shifts always hit different, but when you're patrolling a creepy abandoned hospital alone, things can get real unsettling. In a case that blew up across Asia, a night guard was covering a shift at a hospital that had been shut down for renovations. He hears strange noises from one of the top floors and decides to investigate. Flashlight in one hand, camera rolling in the other. As he moves down the hallway, suddenly he freezes.
他一直引我过去的。我操！
There's this dark humanoid figure just strolling through one of the rooms like it owns the place. And when the guard finally works up the courage to get closer, it disappears, just gone. No footsteps, no trace, no explanation. Some folks say the place has a long history of paranormal activity, rumors of patients who died under tragic circumstances. Could this be the ghost of one of them still wandering the halls? Two officers were chasing down a van, driving recklessly, speeding like the driver was running from something or someone. The van finally pulls over to the side and they rush up to the vehicle only to find it completely empty. No driver, no passenger, just an abandoned vehicle that had been moving full speed down the road moments earlier. They had eyes on it the whole time. There's no way someone jumped out without being seen, and there were no other doors open, no hiding spots, nothing. It was like the driver vanished into thin air. So who was behind the wheel? Was it some glitch in reality or something even weirder? Cops are still scratching their heads over this one. Back in 2012, a dashcam caught a life or death moment. An officer pulls over a vehicle for expired tags. Totally routine until it wasn't. While chatting with the driver and two passengers, the cop hears muffled screams and banging coming from the trunk. He calls for backup, and when they pop the trunk, there's a man tied up inside, gagged and clearly terrified. The three suspects had carjacked him earlier at a gas station, then decided to keep him locked in the trunk instead of letting him go. They never revealed what their plan was, but it probably wasn't good. It's wild to think that a simple traffic stop ended up saving that man's life. Just imagine if they hadn't been pulled over. That expired tag might have been the best thing that ever happened to him. Some guy thought it'd be fun to explore an old school building that had been abandoned for years. Local legend says the place is haunted after a student took her own life there decades ago. He brings a camera and starts walking through the dark, silent halls, filming everything. You can literally hear his breathing pick up. He's trying to act brave, but you can tell he's spooked. And then something happens. He lets out this loud fart like he's nervous as hell, and suddenly, a shadowy human figure appears right in front of him. It vanishes in seconds, just gone. He tries to follow it, but it disappears down the hallway, never to be seen again. The dude might have been joking at first, but now he's got a legit reason to be scared. While out on patrol one night, a cop sees a car pulled over in a sketchy way. He walks up to check it out and sees a hand pressed against the foggy driver's side window. Creeped out, he opens the door, expecting someone inside.
Like somebody's in the car. I swear to God, I saw somebody in the car.
but the car's completely empty. The weirdest part, the windows were fogged up like someone had just been sitting there, breathing, but there's no one inside, no ID, no phone, not even a trace of who might have been there. So who or what was that hand? In a straight up terrifying situation, a couple had to call the cops on their own son, who was acting completely out of his mind. As soon as officers entered the house, they saw him jump from the second floor down to the first like it was nothing.
Hey, stop, right now. Stop. Relax.
He just jumped.
John, he just jumped from the banister again.
He was breathing heavily, unresponsive, and locked onto one officer like he was in some kind of trance.
There may be a backup officers with him.
What's wrong? Why don't you take a seat for me?
Then out of nowhere, he lunges and attacks the cop.
Are you hurt? Hey, over here. What's his name?
Stop resisting.
You're under arrest.
Backup takes him down fast, but nobody could explain what triggered that behavior. His parents said he was fine the day before. No drugs, no mental illness, just something snapped. So was it a psychotic break or something darker taking control? Whatever it was, it left everyone seriously shaken and asking if something evil had taken hold of him. Some young criminals can be wild, sure, but they've got nothing on this unhinged old dude. This guy straight up walked into a convenience store and lit the place on fire.
Hey, stop. You got a fire extinguisher?
Yeah.
He's setting fire to stuff.
No warning, no reason, just chaos. While the responding officer was trying to handle the situation, the guy just dipped, completely ignoring police orders like it was nothing. But guess what? He wasn't done being a menace. When the officer finally caught up with him outside, the man blasted him in the face with lighter fluid.
Hey, stop. Get on the ground. He threw lighter fluid on me.
And considering he already set a building on fire, lighting up a person would have just been step 2. Luckily, backup showed up just in time and took the guy down. Turns out he had even more lighter fluid hidden in his jacket, plus a knife and a lighter. He was literally stocked up for a full-on arson spree that night. Sometimes the most dangerous people aren't the ones you expect. They're the ones who look like they should be feeding birds at the park. The Indonesian police released footage of one of their own officers in a full-blown panic during a patrol. When backup arrived, they found the guy completely out of it, shaking, disoriented, barely able to speak. According to his own report, he saw a pale figure in all white just strolling through the office complex he was patrolling. While he was having a breakdown, something matching his description actually showed up on camera just for a second. A pale figure flickered into view down a hallway, then vanished. Other officers searched the area top to bottom, nothing. No sign that anyone had ever been there, but the camera footage and the traumatized state of that cop pretty much confirms that something unnatural went down that night. Makes you wonder just how much of this world is hidden right in front of us. A police station parking garage in Ecuador caught something on surveillance that left everyone speechless. A cop had just parked his cruiser in the underground lot and gone upstairs when something weird happened. Out of nowhere, the car started moving by itself. No keys in the ignition, engine off, totally empty, and yet it rolled backwards like something pulled it. The officer returned after hearing noises, only to find his car had moved. Confused, he checked the cameras, and yeah, there it was, just moving on its own. No one could explain it. No prank, no malfunction. Just straight up ghost car behavior. After that night, some officers legit started avoiding their shifts. And can you blame them? People even joked it might be the spirit of a criminal who died in the back seat. Not so funny when it might actually be true. During a high-speed chase, a patrol car was tailing a suspect who was clearly not planning to pull over. He floored it down the road, and just when it looked like the cops were catching up, bam! The car vanished. Not crashed, not hidden, just gone. One second it's there, the next, it's like someone deleted it from existence. No debris, no tire marks, no sign of where it went. Even the license plate didn't lead to anything. It's like the whole vehicle never existed in the first place. What kind of chase ends with the target disappearing into thin air? Theories range from alien abduction to some kind of time slip, but nobody's got answers. Neighbors called the cops after spotting someone inside a home on the street. Problem was, the homeowners were out of town. No broken windows, no open doors, everything locked up tight. But the responding officer felt something was off. He swore he saw movement inside, not just shadows, like something was in there with him. He even admitted afterward that he started doubting his own sanity. Was it just his eyes playing tricks on him? Someone hiding? Or something way more sinister? Some of the scariest things don't leave fingerprints. At 3 in the morning, a night guard was seen chatting at the entrance of an apartment building. Thing is, he was talking to no one, or so his co-worker thought. Watching through the security cameras, the co-worker radioed in asking who he was talking to since the screen showed him totally alone. The moment the guard realized that, he freaked out and took off running through the building like he'd seen a demon. Turns out he thought he was talking to an elderly lady walking in. That same co-worker later confirmed it's not the first time something like this has happened in that building. Staff and residents alike have had eerie experiences, and now everyone's on edge. In one of the creepiest clips on this list, a mall security guard heard crying coming from the food court late at night. When he got there, he found a little girl sitting alone on a chair, sobbing quietly. He tried comforting her, gently asked what was wrong, even reached out to pat her shoulder. But when he turned around to radio for help and looked back, the girl was gone. He thought he was losing it until he reviewed the footage. The entire time he had been completely alone. No girl, no one sitting in that chair. He swears he touched her. So, was this some kind of spirit? A ghost of a child left behind? Or was the veil between worlds just a little too thin that night? And that's a wrap. Thanks for sticking around till the end. Go ahead and hit that like button, smash subscribe, and let's keep this spooky ride going. Catch you in the next one. Let's go.